I am here painting the white. Just got a Crayola tempera paint. I forgot what number brush this is. But yeah, just use chalk pastel for this. I modified, I based it on a few different versions I saw of Thoth. And although I went looking for an actual ibis beak, but the eye was represented in a few ways in different artwork, but I made some slight modifications to what I saw, combining different ideas. And then I gave him a stylus and a scroll. So, like the video instructions said, you have to be careful to not get the tempera paint onto the chalk pastel. So I'll do a few layers of this, and then for this area, I'm going to do much thicker. I'm going to use a much bigger brush than this one. This one's only about 1/4 of an inch, I think. So this is where it's currently at as it's drying. The yellow does a funky thing as it dries, but then it dries to this over here. Kind of looks like that, but then it dries to this. But I'm not sure the center part's really gonna fully dry. Did this in yellow, this in red, even though in what I saw it wasn't red, just to unify colors. You've got, red here, red here, red, red. I actually, because this part here is going to be turning black when I add the India ink and then I wash it out, I added a band of red. And then I may add some white to this area, because I saw he had like this kind of feathery thing, something he was wearing. So yeah, haven't decided the color for this yet, nor the background, nor I'll probably just make something like this, but lighter. Kind of a mix between the yellow and this. For the paper, the scroll. And then the stylus I'll probably just do in black. And then I may do some hieroglyphics that I've seen in artwork associated with Thoth, but not even, just basically do it with the pastel. Just do it through here. And then the India ink will take care of absorbing into the pastel. So did a second coat on here. One coat on this, one coat on this. Some colors I've only done one coat, like the red, one coat. Also did them thicker. The yellow is requiring multiple coats. The black, one coat. Obviously the white, 2 coats. So here it is drying. There's a lot of tempera paint on there. So now I just have to let it dry and then cover it in India ink, and then we'll see how that goes. Malisakta Kalima. Anyway, so now it's covered in India ink, and I'll show you the brush I used. Well, first the India ink. I bought good India ink because it's something I can use again. I used this one, Dr. Phil Martin's Black Star Matte India ink, waterproof. I had another India ink, but I think, I don't know, I think I let it dry out or something. I don't know, I had something, but I think it just dried out. And I used this brush. It was just a regular acrylic brush. And already you can see right there, that's cool, the ink going in. So I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out. Yeah, so now I'm just letting the ink dry, and then we'll go from there. So this is currently, I'm taking a break from rinsing it, because as you can see, most of it actually, it's not staying on. Darn. So I'm gonna let this dry for a bit before I go back to, just because I don't want to drip all over the place and there's India ink that's coming off. So that's why it's on a towel. Gonna let it dry. Then I'm gonna take another crack at rinsing the ink off, and I'll see what's left of it after I've finished removing. And then yes, I'll see what we know. Maybe I cut around things. I have some ideas. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So, alright. I did lose most of the paint here. Put the music down a little bit. So okay, I did lose quite a bit of the paint in this. So in some ways, this was a rather glorious fail. But isn't it such a pretty epic fail? I did not like fully get rid of this thing or anything. Well, obviously it's an assignment, but also, so I lost to black. But what I really do like I was going through, I noticed, okay, the black is still staying in the eye, and I like how that came out, and the ink remained, and I did lose, well, like I said, most of the color, but in a way, I also like how this came out. It's not what I was expecting to come out, but you know, I'm okay with how it came out. I accept how it came out, and I do like it in its own peculiar way. So, yes, Thoth, scribe of the gods, when your heart was weighed against the weight of a feather, it was Thoth who would record the ceremony and the outcome of that ceremony. It's one reason I've seen him holding an ankh in some depictions, so I gave him the ankh, also because of that. The stylus and the scroll, he was mainly depicted as a man ibis, and he was god of magic, which I thought was cool. And the seasons is also one reason why he at times had atop his head the disk of the moon, and then this would be the crescent moon, which I thought that was really neat. He was also at times represented as a baboon. So, now I'm going to go and enjoy a bowl of ice cream. Cheers.